Have you ever noticed some students glide through their university life while others can be seen always playing catch up? It's not about being smart, it's more about being prepared. And if you are a working student coming back to academia after a long time, then this preparation become more crucial for you. Is there a hidden playbook for the most successful students? And nobody is talking about that. Today, I am going to talk about those strategies from my experience that helped me to get prepared even before I started my first class in the university. Believe me, most of the students learn this in a very hard way. I knew some of them beforehand, so it was a little bit easier for me, but some of them even I had to learn in a dramatic way. I am going to talk about crafting your master schedule to selecting the right technology to ease your university life. These are the secrets people learn from experience. Knowing the strategies from the first day can transform your entire university life. Let's unlock those secrets together. Hello everyone, this is Animesh and welcome to my channel Dr. P and Dreams. Before we go ahead to the next step, please subscribe to my channel for more similar content. Today, we are going to talk about 4 different points that can help you to get prepared before you start your first class in the university. Now let's talk about point number 1. Create a schedule for yourself. The schedule for the whole week, starting from the morning till going to the bed, it should capture all important activities required on a daily basis. You don't need to include in the detail like 5:30 to 6 I'm going to do this, 6:30 to 7 I'm going to do this. It's not in such a way, but you need to block the hours for work, study and anything else very important to your personal life. So the way I did my schedule, 6 to 8 is a study hour for me in the morning, 8:30 to 5 is my general office hour, 6 to 9:30 in the evening is my time to university for 3 days a week, then 10:30 to 12 either I spend if I have something urgent from the office I need to look at immediately, or I go through other books for half an hour and then 1 hour to continue with my study. If I have anything pending from the office work, I take a second look at night. If anything urgent, that always need your extra time and you have to accommodate anyway. It can be your study, it can be your work. Saturday and Sunday schedule will be a little bit different because you have little bit more time than the other days, so you plan accordingly. But it's very important to get your schedule right even before you start your first class. At the same time, it's important to get into the schedule. It's important to practice the schedule at least for a week before you start, if possible for a month. Specifically, getting the habits to read and exercise is very important. So you should practice this well in advance. For the students like me who are coming back to academy after a long time, it's not easy to get this work done in a concentrated way. Now let's talk about point number 2. That's actually about getting your supplies or gadgets right. You need to get your notebooks, your pens, and when I talk about gadgets, it can be laptop, an iPad, a tablet, whatever you decide to do for your university purpose. You need to get them early, start using them. If you already have it, let's get it configured for your academic use, whatever applications you need, and check everything and get it ready for your academy. If it's a new device you're buying, you have some steps to configure your systems. Let's get them done before you start your college. Please let me know in the comments if you need a detailed video on the gadgets that might be suitable for students, or how to craft your best schedule. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for similar videos. Now I'm going to talk about point number 3, that's finalizing your strategy for taking notes and practicing at home. If you are already in academy, it's a regular student, then you are in the habit of taking notes and you understand the latest trends on applications, technology to use for taking notes. If you're someone like me coming back to academy after a long term, you don't have any clue where is the technology on that part, you need to start early. Taking notes is very important. If you're not in the habit, start it now. It's required for any student. Practice, practice, and practice. That's what makes you perfect in taking notes. In the life of a student in masters, you need to take a lot of notes every day in your. There are broadly two ways of taking notes. Either you use traditional form, that's using notebooks, pens, and papers, or you try out the digital one. I don't think there's any way to tell which one suits you better. I'm pretty much sure it varies person to person. Like the way I did, I tried out both the options. I was absolutely fine with taking notes in pen and papers. That's what I was habituated to. At the same time, I tried the digital notes and I found a mixed strategy actually worked for me. The way I do this, I use GoodNotes on iPad. Let's say I have an presentation already available and I'm attending the class. So I can open the presentation in the GoodNotes and continue to mark and take a note on top of that in the class itself. I also use Microsoft OneNote in my laptop. Let's say I'm going through a book, a PDF versions at home and reading through it, or I'm attending a class where I don't have a slide to look at or take a notes on top of that. I actually prefer using OneNote on that purpose. And the third option, that the backup option is always there, is basically using notebooks, pen and paper. I kind of use this as the backup option. Let's say my laptop goes down, I always have the backup of notebook, pen and paper. The last point is about getting yourself comfortable with the learning management platform your university is using. Like for me, we are using Brightspace. Even before you start your class, you'll be seeing your professors are registering you into Brightspace or into any similar platform. You need to go there, start going through the course schedules and the reference reads. Reference reads are very important for masters. Lot of concepts will be covered within the class, but if you want to get the actual benefit of the time you're spending in your masters, I'll suggest go through all the reference reads suggested by your professor. So before start of your class, at least 1 week in advance, you might see your professors are already sharing the course content and the reference reading materials over your learning management platform. So go and start reading them beforehand. So before the first class itself, you might have gone through most of these documents because you had time to spend on this. Once you start your class on a regular basis and you have more than one courses in a term to handle, it's not always easy to manage to go through this reference read. So these 4 steps are very important if you can utilize in a timely way. Basically, it's the time to build your momentum that actually set up the stepping stone of your university life. Don't miss this opportunity. Please visit and subscribe my YouTube channel Dr. Pian Dreams for similar content. We'll see you soon in the next video.